To make our shark clothespin, we need a clothespin, some gray and red paint or markers, a paintbrush if you're using paint, a scissor, glue, eyes, some gray paper, and some scraps of white paper. The first thing to do is paint the inside of your clothespin right here red. Just that spot. That's going to be his mouth. Once that's painted, you're going to let it dry, and once that's dry, you're going to paint your entire clothespin gray, except the mouth. Once you're done painting your clothespin gray, you're going to put that aside so that it can dry. To make teeth, you're going to take some white paper and just cut triangles out so that you have strips of teeth. And you want 2 strips if you only want them to have upper teeth, and you want 4 strips if you want them to have lower teeth as well. And your clothespin's kind of small, so you don't need a lot of teeth, and you certainly don't need them to be too large. But you cut them from whatever size piece of paper you have for scraps, and then you can just cut it to fit as you want it. Once you've cut your teeth out, you're just going to put a little line of glue right along the top of your clothespin, and you're going to glue his teeth on. You're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. And I decided to give mine just upper teeth because the lower teeth were getting in the way of him being able to open his mouth. But you can do it however you'd like, but make sure you put teeth on both sides of your clothespin. Once you glue your teeth on both sides of your clothespin, you can put that aside, take your gray paper, and we're going to make a circle. So I found that this jar of paint was the right size for my circle, but you could use a glass or anything you have that's a circle, or you could just freehand a circle if you want, or you could make your fins and tails a different shape. But this worked out well for me, and it seemed like a nice, easy way to do it. So I just make a circle out of my gray paper, and then I'm going to cut the circle out. And if you don't have gray paper, you could color some white paper, or you could make a blue shark instead. You could, if you don't have gray paint, you can mix black and white paint. You can color things with a marker. You can be creative. It doesn't have to look exactly the way mine does. Okay, cut out your circle. Put the rest of your paper aside. Save that for another craft when we do another shark, or we need gray for something else. And then we're going to fold the circle in half. Just like that. And then you're going to cut the circle in half, right on the line where you made your fold. Okay, so you're going to have 2 halves of a circle right there. And you're going to take one piece, and you're going to fold that in half again. Just like that. That's going to be our fin, and this other half is going to be our tail. So the next thing you're going to do is bring your clothespin back, and you're going to glue your fin to the top, just like that. And you're going to glue your tail to the back, in between the top and bottom of your clothespin. Glue it right to the top, just like that. So glue those, and then let your glue dry. So you're going to glue your fin, the curved piece facing the front where his teeth are, and you're going to glue his tail right to the back, just like that. And then you're going to glue on his eyes. You can use any kind of eyes you have. I got some really teeny tiny ones, but they were blue. You could draw the eyes if you want. You could use construction paper. You could do whatever you want for his eyes. I found those 2 little eyes. I'm going to glue those on, and then I'm going to give all my glue some time to dry. Glue's dried for everything. You have yourself a shark that you can use to hold papers together if you want. Quite good at that. You could put a magnet on the back of them and use them to hang on the fridge to hold artwork. You can make a whole bunch of these and use them for all kinds of things. Be creative, make us some shark clothespins, and send us photos.